Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Demi. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. So, in this video today, I am just going to be applying some of my everyday makeup with my dual complexion brushes. And these are a couple of my any day essentials that I overlove. So, this is my color corrector duo skin tint from Bodyography. I like to use this to correct under my under eyes as well as my acne scarring, and it works like a charm, blends into the skin like a dream. No complaints about it. I've been using this product for a couple of years. Definitely would recommend. I tend to like a bright under eye without changing the color of my complexion. So this helps. And it doesn't interfere with my concealer or foundation. Blends with that well. Cause girl, I would have a fit if I had to see this peeking through my foundation, okay? But like I said, this brand is really good. I've been using them for a couple of years. She is definitely a homegirl of mine. She's one of my go-to complexion products. Something like a superhero. Because she always gets me where I need to be. She saves me from any flaws that may have wanted to peek through. And it's like that extra boost of confidence if you love that perfection of a complexion. Okay. Let me stop. I'm over here, Kiki. But anyway, don't block me. This really makes my skin look radiant as well. It doesn't look dull underneath the foundation. It has like a nice balmy texture and it leaves it dewy. So it won't mattify the concealer. And this is the dual complexion brush from Kiss Professionals. This one is their eyeshadow dual complexion brush. And I went in with a kabuki brush from Bodyography to press that balmy texture into my skin. I love the dew it gives to my skin and the radiance it gives my skin. It makes it look very youthful. Baby, we in business right now. We in business. A flat brush will have that extra oomph, and you want it to be very dense. Now, I did my brows off of camera because I wanted to save us some time today. So I saved a little bit of cleaning up for you guys. But yeah, I just did a regular little 1-2 with a little bit of pomade, and then I cleaned up with my favorite sidekick. Or maybe I'm the Q-tip sidekick. Anyway, one of my favorite tools, the Q-tip. And as you can see, my skin still looks hydrated and moisturized after applying complexion products. That is a major turn on for me because I don't like to look dry and I don't like to look casket sharp. So I'm just defining my tail at this point, and I'm going in with a little bit more pomade to define that arch. I like a more straight curve arch than a McDonald's. We got arches. I like to just keep it calm and neutral. You never want to give a man the idea of being overexcited. They already think half of the world want them, okay? So, let me stop cutting up. Cut up, cunt. Anyway, where my coverage cuts at. So, do y'all see this coverage, this luminosity? Do you see this peeking through? Those lips give me everything I want. The primer I use has my skin looking amazing. This is my concealer I'm going in with. As I apply this concealer, I didn't have to put much pressure on this brush, and that's why I love this brush. As you can see here, poreless. Okay, can somebody say dinner time? Because she served. It was amazing just to see how mock luxury this brush is. I mean, maybe it's not mock luxury, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just budget friendly, but it works really well. Look at the coverage. The coverage on the top of my lip was very much so existing. And I didn't really have to put too much product in. I pumped 2 pumps of my concealer on the back of my hand, girl. And had my way with her. As you can see, swiping motions don't leave streaks with this brush. And that's why I had to get into it. I really had to dive into all of the motions of the brush, and I had to really get into the face. As you can see me turn from side to side. I had to analyze so I can bring it to my homegirls. Because you know, I'm going to tell my homegirls. But yeah, it gave everything and more. And this is not foundation, ladies. This is concealer. It turned my concealer into a foundation. And I was not mad about it. I was here for it. Pay attention here how I apply my contour. And this is what I try to show people all the time. You want to apply your complexion shade like this so you can see that contour, that natural contour of the face. And clean up around the nose so you will not have any cracks, creases, or bunches of product just sitting there. You have to double team the product with the brush on both sides. Like, it's not just made to use one side. I don't like when I see people buy these kinds of brushes and just use one side. You have to flip back and forth. That's the point, and that's gonna get you the smoothest, most flattest concealer application you would ever want to see, feel, touch. So it really gave me full coverage foundation. Those brows are on point, might I say. And I do have some content on brow work coming out really soon for you guys. I've been getting requested to do brow tutorials more in depth and how I clean up my brows because I showed you guys how to do it with a straight razor and how I do it. So I'm gonna get more into that. I cannot wait to show my homegirls a thing or two. This is my bronzing contouring shade. I can do versatile things with this foundation stick from Black Radiance. One of my favorite tools in the archive. We don't leave the house without applying this. And this is one method I like to call the box method. And I use this as eyeshadow as well. It's just amazing. The shade was Espresso, if you were wondering what shade that was. Concealer was Deep Golden from NYX Professional Makeup. And it's a serum based concealer, so it blends out like a charm. Something magical is happening with these two products. As you can see, they are disappearing into my skin, giving me the liveliness I desire. And like I said, I can use this as bronzer or contour because it is a very versatile shade and it doesn't give me that gray wash of color, but it gives me more of a shadow shade. And I really want to focus and chisel my nose, but this brush was making it so effortless. I thought I was going to create a mess with this big powder brush. No, it did exactly what I wanted it to do. It gave me the longevity, the playtime I wanted with the product. It didn't push it in too fast. It didn't dry down too fast. It just let me play with it so well. I love these brushes. They are over soft and they don't suck up the product. So you get that playtime. And like your girl said, I used to be a surgeon in my past life. So you see how I just scalpeled that out? Okay, she said scalpel. And they used to call me Nip Tuck back in the day. Let me stop playing. For somebody be looking for me by the name of Nip and Tuck. Oh, hell no. A real makeup artist will always come from the jawline and down the neck. That's the difference between a makeup artist and just somebody applying makeup. Because even though I can't see behind there, somebody else can. And I don't want them to be like Patch City. You know what I mean? Throw up them peas. And this is very, very much spot on to my natural skin tone. As you can see, that's why I love this product. And this is that light concealer that I always use for my snatched contour and my highlight for my forehead and a chin highlight. Some heavy lifting on the sides of the face will always give you life. Okay. So I'm going to mix my complexion color in with this so I don't lose any of that tone. And I won't wash out my brown, beautiful skin. And you want to stay really tight and uniform around the forehead area because you don't want to put makeup in your hair, but you want to blend it towards the hairline. Now I'm going right back into that dual complexion brush. The foundation brush is what I'm working with now. The other side is the concealer brush. This is so soft and so bouncy and springy. These bristles are amazing. Kiss, you did it. You gave luxury on a very nice budget. So I'm just chiseling out my nose right here, making sure all the loose ends are tied up, making sure my complexion ties seamlessly together and it's merging. Somebody turn the blinkers on because we're merging. Okay? We're merging. And this is how I usually slim out my nose and fuse it with my eyebrow contour. Lightly tapping on that forehead highlight. And I just wanted to precisely stay in this area, so that's why I went so slow and so smooth with it. Yeah, it really helped me out, and it had me on a porcelain, you guys. I was on porcelain. So I'm just highlighting my cheekbones and also lifting at the same time. And this will give you those ethereal eyes. It softens up the eyes. And I learned this trick from practicing on myself. And I love it. I tend to do this if I'm not going to put on a highlighter because I do highlight every day. At least one of my makeup looks have to have a highlighter in it because I'm just a 90s vibe. Now, I'm just tying everything together, swiping all of my smile lines, trying to get the creases and crevices, every nook and every cranny. I was blown away. I had to sit back. It looks freaking stunning. I was so happy. Bye.